Alright, so in this lesson, we're going to be covering problems with different number systems. So as I say those words, number system, you may be starting to wonder, well, like, you probably never heard of it before, or you have heard of it a little bit, but you're not sure what it is. So in this lesson, I'm just going to go over 3 points. So first, what is a number system? The base 10 number system, and the different types of notations we're going to be using in this lesson. So let's first look at our first point right here. What are they? So a number system is a system of how you write down your numbers. For example, right now we have say 1 1. So right now we have 1. Okay, maybe it's a circle, a rock, whatever. So this is 1. Now, how we would write that would be this, right? But then let's add 9 more. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so now we have 10. So, like, do we have some sort of weird symbol like this for 10? Well, in some number systems, maybe. But in our base 10 number system, we just actually add another 0 behind it. And what this means is that there are different place values, right? This is the ones place, and this is the tens place. And if you keep going on, it would be the hundreds, then the thousands, then the 10,000s, then the 100,000s, and then it would be the millions, 10 millions, and so on. What do you notice about each of these place values? Well, each of these place values are multiplying by 10. That's why it is our base 10 number system, because every single time we reach a new group of 10, we have another place value. Now, if there's base 10, you might be wondering, which is what we use, what about other numbers, like base 2? Yeah, so base 2, let me first ask you a question, just to test your understanding of place value. Base 2, what will be the separate place values be? Alright, so I'm just going to name the first 5. Well, of course, there's going to be ones. Alright, so you can think of that as the 2 to the 0th power. Now we're going to have 2 to the first power, which is 2 itself, so 2's. Now 2 to the second power, so 2 times 2, 4's, and then so on. So 8's, and 16. So this is what we have right here, and this is what base 2 would look like, because every single time there is a new group of 2, we have to switch to the next place value. So just like our base 10 system, each of the place values was 10 to the nth power, and being any number at 10 to the nth power, base 2, that's 2 to the nth power. And for base 3, yes, that also exists, 3 to the nth power, or 7 to the nth power. So or 16 or 12 or 60 to the nth power. These are all some numerals that we can think of. For example, 60. Where do we use 60? Actually, if you know a bit of history and if you have learned about the Babylonian Empire, their number system was by 60s. They had a base 10 number system. And actually, we still use a base 10 number system right now. And can you guess where it is? Yeah, so if some of you guessed time in clocks, you're right, because every 60 minutes, there's a 1 hour. Every 60 seconds, there is one 1 minute. So those are all by 60s. And do you know where we might use base 2 a lot? Those of you who love computer programming especially, maybe your parents who are computer engineers, might know this. How a computer receives all the directions it's given is through base 2. So all the data that a computer needs to store is actually stored in base 2, which is just a series of ones and zeros. So it's really simple for them. And even though the numbers can be really, really long, they're computers, so they can remember things really fast, and they only have to remember ones and zeros. All right, so those are some basic understanding of place value especially and our number system. All right, now let's look at our final topic, notation that we're going to be using. All right, so give me a random number. All right, I'm just going to do something, 649. All right, 649. But in this problem, in this lesson, we're going to be looking at different number systems. So it's really important that we know what number system this is written in. Well, 649. And right now we're using the base 10 system. So I'm going to put parentheses around the number, and then at its bottom right corner, I'm going to write a 10. So now you won't get confused if you come up with a problem and it says, 10110 base 2. And there's a 2 at the bottom right. It means it's written in base 2. So you don't have to worry that it's 10,110. It's written in base 2, so it actually has a different meaning. So yeah, whenever you want to write a number, in order not to confuse yourself, because we're going to be working with different number systems, like converting them and so on, we are going to have to require these parentheses in bottom right corner of the base it is on. So if you still kind of don't really understand, you can always watch this video again. But it's actually normal if you don't understand everything, because in the problems we're going to also enrich our knowledge of place value.